for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize, it's really time.
Yeah.
Thomas Jackson.
Yeah. Bounce. Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to what will be the final map of our first best of 3 North Academy. Managing to dominate their opponent's map choice of train, then Imperial did the same back to them on cash, and now we end up here. Mirage, map number 3. Now, this map, statistically at least, has not been good at all for North Academy. It's a little bit worrying going into this matchup, maybe not expecting it to get this far. We haven't seen too much from Imperial, at least recently, on this map, but it has been a very, very good map for them in the past, so I'm a little bit worried for North. They're going to have to step up. I love music and lol. Name. And lol problem bro. Find me and I will sign your boobs. There you go. Perfect. I don't care if you're a guy. Yeah, I am back. I am back. Knife round. Gonna be going underway in just a moment, I think. Unless I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, here we go. Oh, sneaky stuff from Mertz even in the knife round. Okay. Of course, they're going to be wanting to start. Well, it's likely they want to start on the CT side. We have seen a lot of teams find better form over on that T side as of recently, and I wouldn't be surprised if Imperial may have actually chosen to go on that side. Jimmy believes in North. Guys, if you would actually like to start knifing in the knife round, that would be wonderful. There we go. It's going to be North with the decision whether they want to stay or switch. I expect them to stay, but maybe they'll prove me wrong. Just for the fun of it. Just for the bants. No, they are actually going to go for it. So, CT side definitely been more dominant so far. I haven't really got to see too much of either T side, just based off of it. Always a dominant fashion out, so CT side for North Academy going to be a good start. Although I do feel like this is a decent map. As I said, this is the map, though, that when they were under E-Frag's banner, Imperial made me want to jump out of my window, because they were insistent on force buying every single round. Now, I hope we won't see that in this sort of situation. They're having a lot of fun with their Glocks, at least. They're rocking out with their Glocks out, at least while we wait. They're ready to be called. This has been one of the best, although they have been playing Inferno quite a bit more, but then again, it depends how you actually consider vetoes have been going. Because a lot of the time, if somebody bans out Mirage against them, then they don't really have much of a choice. Although this seems to be quite a common map in the pool, so... Come on. What's going on here? Time being taken by the CT side. Maybe they're writing up some stats. Don't jump. Don't do it! To be honest, jumping out my window is about... Well, I'm not even that high up, let's put it that way. It probably just hurt. Like, that's about it. I'd be fine. I'd probably be hurt more when my dad comes and looked that I've just jumped on his car. But... let's ignore that. He's not here. It's actually his birthday today. But I'm casting this instead. I've turned down family meal. That's how much you guys mean to me. There's tears in my eyes right now. I'm also sort of doing my job, but that's not. Either way, countdown will begin. So will this match up? What do we call him? Dad Biz? I think Dad Biz sounds alright. I wonder if anybody can guess what my knife is called in CSGO without checking. If you check, that's cheating. I know that you guys can probably find my Steam profile relatively easily. Some of you added me on there, so I know that's a fact. Either way. Place. Playing up close. I've actually got 3 players over towards this B early into the round. This B over towards B early in the round. Daddy Biz. The business. You checked. You definitely checked. Don't lie to me. Eastside playing with patience. Not really seeing too much from them at all, actually. They're just waiting. Hoping that somebody pushes into their angle. Maybe over-rotates. Either that or Dreamer's gone AFK again. You don't need CSGO to check my inventory. Here we go. It's going to be that B push. Delayed. 45 seconds left on the clock, and there's still going to be 3 players here as they look for that push in. Glace just waiting, but jumping past his spy leader. And the bouncing hops is enough for him to get 2 kills. Schmeder and Dreamer with 1 of their own. And, well, this CT side have just been absolutely wrecked. Gade can't even do anything. Barely any damage even taken. No, my knife is actually called the business. That's genuinely what it's called. It's a terrible joke. But either way, nice start from Imperial. They'll get that pistol. CT side actually not going to be fully investing into this one. Who's the caster? Well, what you do is you take the last word in your sentence and you put an exclamation mark in front of it. And then the chat will tell you. If you actually guessed the business, I'm impressed. But yeah, CT side, they haven't fully invested. They're saving a little bit of extra cash. Hopefully for their buy round, although they could use it to buy a deagle or so in the next round if they really wanted to. A-core. Playing a risky game with these jumps. Instead, just going to be patient. Patience is key. Nice shot from Glace, though. We'll start off this round. The slow presence of Imperial not working out well so far as the Deegs will be doing the damage. Gonna go rotating over towards this B site after the spot. Dreamer trying to make his way forward, but there's still the bomb currently sitting in middle in the hands. Mr. Victor. Gun's called Eyes of Demons. Sounds sinister. Be able to get the bomb down for sure. Now they need to cover off. They will do. Dreamer's going to be able to find that kill. 3 players rotating in through CT as well. The 4th actually going to go there as well. So they're all playing the same angle at the moment. The problem is they don't have a kit. They don't have much utility. Just hoping that they can find somebody. 2 players over towards ramp. 1 actually sat at the top of mid waiting for rotations. Instead, it will be an advantage when it comes to the after plant positions. Bomb will be tapped, trying to bait out the presence of these players. And it's working, but at the same time, so is Victor as he sprays down 3. Big stuff from him. Second round from Imperial. And it will just be an eco coming out from North Academy. As said, they could invest into a deagle or 2, get themselves some extra pistols, but the likelihood is they won't. Zickery, you're a little troll. I am from the UK, more specifically just outside London, although I technically live in Essex. But do not compare me to the show. I'm not that far away from sort of Stratford, if you know, like, London area. Stack B. That is the strat at A even has come out from this CT side and is working. They're doing a lot of damage, making things very, very costly. And actually, Mert's going to be able to get one with nothing but a USP. Switches over to the Galil. All onto Dreamer to save this round for his team. Gonna spray him down to just 20 HP and that will be enough. Zickery, I'll find you. like something's gone a little bit wrong. Crash from Dreamer once again. Problems for this T side. Think of Balkan countries. Obviously, there's a few gems along the way. Like, you've got the Bulgarians, who seem to be sort of above a little bit. You got one Bosnian as well, who's doing pretty well for himself. I still think there's a lot of improvement to be had. We haven't seen too many sort of breakout players from that area of the world. I think Bulgaria is sort of the leading, and even they still only have a couple of teams. You got obviously Imperial, Outlaws as well. B-Pro had a couple of players, but I think they then joined forces with Outlaws, and that sort of ruined the third team in that sort of region. As I said, Bosnia have a couple of players. One, really. I think Hunter as well. It's pretty good. And I think that links into their whole team. I think their team's not bad at all. I think they got some talent. Still need to work on their strategy a bit. I think Binary Dragons, they rely an awful lot on sort of aggressive plays. And if it doesn't work, then they fall a little bit flat. There you go. I answered your question before you even asked it. Well, at least in my position. It's probably about the right time in yours. That's aggressive. He's got the AWP in hand. They did a lot of damage in the previous round, making things costly. Had our replays. T-side. Again, patience. Gonna go rotating over towards this A side. Looking like they have a setup in mind. Gade gonna be flashed in. Not gonna spot anything out, and that could be misleading for the rest of the team. There's only gonna be 2 players here. Quick rotation will be available from Glace, who's just trying to spot at the moment. Actually going to throw the Molotov into mid, but in fact, it's going to be this push coming in now. Gade actually going to be able to survive just underneath. This could be a problem. Lome able to get one as well, and now the trades coming in, but it's really coming out with the CTs in favor, and the Ts just slowed down by that flash. Going to be held in spot, at least for now. However, the rotation going to be a little bit slow. There's only 15 seconds left. I don't know what Imperial are doing. Are they saving? I think they're saving. In a 2 versus 3. I'm quite surprised by this decision. Clearly not willing to give up their weaponry. They will be able to buy in the next round because of it. The extra money that they have. The extra weaponry as well. But that is surprising. One extreme to the other with this team. They've gone from a team who are always forcing to now a team that won't even fight in a position they could have won. Clearly, they just feel like it wasn't the right position for them. They've given a decent amount of money over to North, who are able to save those 3 players. But now they're going to look to break them straight back. Maybe it's all part of the plan. They will try and reset the economy. See, can't believe gets it. It's all just meta game. Push out onto the A site already. Gade in a decent position and will take himself the first kill with the help of one of his teammates. I can't actually see who it is because their team name is too long. Bubble, in the meantime, will go pushing out to the B side, but they're losing players left, right, and center. As now only Bubble and Schmeder remain. Now, this is a situation where if they save, it's more plausible, but with only 1 minute 15 left. Or with over, I should have said. It's a lot of time. Try and hold on to these weapons for way too long and just look at the position of Smeta left on the site itself. He'll go down. 4 players surviving for North. A decent response after the pistol round and follow up. And now the T side are left with a bit of a peculiar scenario. They've got 1 player with a lot of money, the rest of them skint. They're actually gonna, well, see, now this is where it gets weird because they've half bought on some of the players and not on the rest, and some of them had extra money, so it just leaves. I suppose that means later on they could have an AWP. Not really a fan of this force. They would have had 2 400 in the next round and could have got pretty much a full buy. We'll see if it works out. Maybe Imperial knows something that I don't, but I'm praying that it won't be force by wars for them once again. Lome, Molotov out, denies the push to come in. Bomb will be going down. Extra money may give them a bit more of a chance. And actually, Schmeder's going to be able to find one. Goes for the further push and gets caught out by Glace, who's already rotating in. BT side still with a lot of positions to clear, but they're going to go for the smoke. That smoke really hasn't worked very well. They've smoked off the corner of the wall. Molotov will, though. Deny some further push in. They're actually going to go out, though. Nice shot from Bubble. Only needs one bullet. Actually gets the second as well. And this is all fallen apart. Going for the defuse. It's going to be one, but it's not going to be done. Mertz just has to run in, try and get things. And actually, he may just have this. It's not going to work, though. Everybody will die. Imperial will take North with them and win themselves around. And now both teams' economies is in tatters. They will be able to buy into this, but what was that retake? It was just so sketchy. It was so broken. Both sides with a buy. Both sides on the brink. This is pretty much a 2-for-1. Patience. Again from the T's. Not going to be taking too much control. AWP actually onto Bubble as well, which has been sort of a talking point of this team in the past. They've been very happy to go for flat rifles. Yeah, I got a little bit caught up in the moment. Ernsten. A little bit caught up. I am actually supreme. I don't know how. Mertz. Be able to pick out the first one, looking for the trade, and we'll find it as well with the AWP. Mertz doing work again. Victor's been playing patiently. Actually going to try and push out once more, but it's not going to happen. And this is the problem of all these sort of force buys. Their money is absolutely wrecked. They do win that previous round. But because of it, they're just going to be left with absolutely nothing. Boosted on face it. My face it level is terrible, so I'm not really boosted. I think I have far more losses than I probably do wins on face it. Will be a force once again for Imperial. Victor will be spotted already. CT side actually could be taking quite a bit of control in middle, spotting players out into lower, clearing angles, finding out information. The problem is, with only one player actually spotted so far, it's difficult for them to actually find anything in terms of their aggression, but Mertz will still pick up the first kill. Dreamer going for the peaks. Will actually dink up Lomi, do some extra damage, but that's going to be about it. Now Acor has the work to do. He has support, however, but may not need it. Just going to be cleaning things up. Will actually lose his life to Bubble, but that will be all. 4 players surviving for the CT side, getting themselves into a stronger position. And because of the force buy we saw in the previous round, again, there's going to be no money for Imperial. The last round, however, I do actually agree with their fourth force, because they only had $1,600. Extra $1,900 leaves them in a position where they still can't really even afford AKs and armors. So, it's not too much of a problem. However, it does give a good chance for the CTs to really make a decent amount of economy. Now, keeping 4 players alive in the previous, they should be able to do similar or better in this round with only a P250. Nothing else. Attempt to take mid control. Going all the way through. Now, Glace is well positioned. Be able to find 1 and 2, but eventually gets shut down. The Glocks are enough, and actually, they're going to go for this weapon, but Lome's smart. Smart, he's loyal. Another one. All 4 players once again for North, so their money's going to be booming. And now the T's are sort of in a situation where they can buy, but they're still going to be limited on at least a couple of players. Like some of the utility won't quite be there. No AWP for Bubble. North Academy will take the lead in this matchup. We'll see if they can now turn things on their head. Of course, so far, only one buy round going the way of Imperial, and they're going to speed things up, but unfortunately, it's not going to be working out, at least at the beginning. Lose the first player. Gade going to turn around, try and find something, but can't quite do it as of yet. It's Mertz once again with his AWP, looking for his third kill, but will actually go down. In the meantime, there is going to be a kill over towards this B site, but it's quickly traded out by Glace, leaving it all on the Spy Leader. Gets himself the first, 2 more to find. Now, there's only actually 1 player on this site. Actually, he's going to go rotating. Baited them out. This is smart. He's gone back through the palace. There's now nobody left on the site. Lome's sort of holding. Try and find out extra information. Doesn't want to go down in a 1 versus 1. Instead, they're looking like they're going to try and take this together. But instead, it means the Spy Leader actually has a chance to not only get the bomb down, but take an after plant position. I'm surprised that just by the position that's come out from Glace, they haven't had more of a read onto this. Bomb down. Extra loss bonus going into the next round. This has pretty much secured them a bye. And now Spy Leader actually has a very good chance of taking this. And you look at Glace, he's gone back through Palace. It means this is going to buy even more time over towards this ramp spot from Spy Leader. He's been given so much in this round. He's got an open plant. He's got a 1v2. Smoke will go down, but he's going to be ready. Doesn't actually hit the shots, though, and that can be crucial. All the position he had will just be dropped by that one problem. And now, going into the next round, they should still have a bye. B-side have made their way all the way into the B-side very early into the round, but it's Lome with a lovely spray down.
Bomb has been planted.
Mertz gets himself the kill as well. Leaves it all onto Schmeder, looking to try and find himself a couple, but Mertz is there once again. We're actually going to see a pause called out now. North Academy, they've got their opponents on the back foot. And they're going to take attack. So now, how many of you noticed that in that round, I managed to run downstairs, grab my delivery, and come back? I was running faster than Sonic. Just want to point out as well that I ordered my food to come in like 25 minutes and the guy delivered it now. Like, what is that? What is that? Luckily, I was back in time, so it's fine. No harm done. But I do feel very hungry now. Oh, God. North Academy. 7-4 in the good. We've taken a tactical pause. They're not going to have 3 in a row this time. Imperial, they will settle for 1. I think Sav Biz sounds better. I'm not going to leave him out there for like 25 minutes, am I? Well, it wouldn't be bad if I actually, like, could get it, but I can't. I have to just stop it. Either way. At least you guys know I'm honest with you. Victor is going to be pushing out straight through Connect to find himself the first, but it's going to be Mertz again. The question has been asked, is he cheating? I don't think so. He's just nuts. Look at Gade, though. Mr. Sneaky Beaky in the corner gets himself 1. Looks for the guy planting the bomb and going to get him as well. Bubble will fall. Now Dreamer. He's got to hold on. Gets himself the first, but unfortunately his teammate has fallen in the meantime. Fusel attempting to be coming in, and already we'll see Dreamer burn. His dreams turn to nightmares. A pun that's never been made before. 8-4. North Academy, a map where they are currently 3 and 10. Almost got it backwards in terms of results. But they are 8 and 4 up this time, looking strong. Gabriel, guys, this isn't a 1G. 1G is when you kill yourself with a Molotov. See? UDX knows. He's an expert in 1Gs.
Did you know that the 1G originated from when Summit killed himself? That was silly.
Oh, he's even got the moats and everything. Mertz and Glaze finding early frags. Mertz with a double as well. Bubble will be able to get one back, but he is completely surrounded in this situation. Gade will be able to take him down. Leaves it onto Dreamer. Alone. Now, again, he's in a position where there's players in every single spot. He has to try and clear one of them out at least before going for a plant. He's just going to try and play this patiently and hope somebody peeks him, but CT side looking disciplined. Actually spots the body, but goes for the second player anyway. This should give him a chance to actually plant. Going to go back towards the default spot.
You mean like this, sport boy?
Mertz. Acor looking for the retake. Molotov not actually going to be able to clear him out. Actually spots them through the gap. Can't quite hit the shots at the moment. He needs to take one of these guys down, split them up, and knock them down. He's already got himself one, and the second as well. 1v3 clutch from Dreamer. Incredible stuff by the Bulgarian, and he will save them the embarrassment of losing another round in a row. It's been 6 for North Academy. Now, can they get things further? The problem is, if they lose this round, they're reset for the final. Alright, Triple K CP. I see you. Calm down. Mertz, he started things off again, but he's not going to be able to do anything else in this round. 18 and 6. He seems to be back to his train mischief. But it's not anywhere near as dominant as we saw previously. As said, a reset in next round if they lose this for the T's. Schmeder almost losing his life just based off this aggression alone. Smoke going to be thrown down, but it's all a little bit of a bait. Will Schmeder fall for it? That's the thing. He has the bomb. So if he goes down, that could be the round itself. In the meantime, they will be able to find one more. Get the A site. Will they actually spot this out? That's the thing. This is all I want to see, this timing. Although the rotation will come in the meantime. From the players from CT. They are going to notice. But actually, look at the player from behind. Will they actually spot it in time? They peek it together. Smart stuff from the Bulgarian side. Lome now looking to hold this down, but it doesn't matter as Bubble takes his head clean off, leaves it onto Acor. And Dreamer, he's being sneaky. He'll actually spray down both. What? How did he get both players there? A little bit scary, but it doesn't matter. The position is smart. Is this closer to the next Sadikist? I wish. I wish. I'm not Canadian enough. Side back to the slow ways. The CT's still going to be having enough for a buy. They've got themselves 2 UMPs alongside the AWP, but that's mainly just to make sure they can have all the utility. Acor pretty much could have afforded a rifle if he really wanted to. Still. wait. They wait to see if anybody will push into their position. Mert's actually playing passive as well over towards this A site. Looking like we're about to see a split A from Imperial. Taking that mid control. Deep smoke into the connector. Actually falls a little bit short, I think. It was supposed to go just further up. Still, seems to work out. As now they can actually push through. Maybe that was intentional. Gives them a little bit more, and Spiley, they're going to be able to find that first kill. Now, will he check the sandwich? Yes, he will. Nice read from Spiley. They're looking for the third, but Mertz is there once again. But it's not going to last very long as Dreamer takes his head clean off. And look at this position from Victor. This is just smart. They are herding sheep in this round as North do exactly what they want. They force them into positions. And that will be an 8-7 half. Imperial with a nice comeback towards the end. Someone's gone to the toilet. Thanks for sharing, Bubble. Dreamer having a great game. Nice round as well from Spy Leader there, just to open things up. Mertz and Glace up the top of the board, but a little bit worried for them going onto their T side. As said, we haven't really seen too much from them on this map. This is not a map that they've been getting decent results on, and it's one in the past that has been very good from Imperial through all their iterations. Mortal Kombat E-Frag as well. It has to be said, some of the rounds they have managed to win have been sketchy to say the least. This round here, everybody dies. The 1 versus 3 clutch. Still, in the last couple, like we saw the double spray down right at the end from Acor. Not been easy for them to get up to 7. But now we need to see what can be done over on the T side. Still waiting for somebody to get back from the toilet. Or getting a pizza. Tyloo are pretty good at Mirage. I wouldn't say they're the best. Although I do always say, whenever I've seen Vetoes, it blows my mind when people play Tyloo on Mirage. Because it's just like, it's the one map they can upset everybody on. They have had a streak, like a ridiculous streak on Mirage recently though. But that's all sort of like the Chinese, well, local CS. Either way, onto the CT side, go Imperial. Aggression out early on, heavy presence towards B, a retake A strategy in play. We'll see how much Shmeta can actually do in this situation. Just going to be tapping shots away, but falls back. He's going to go pushing. He'll lose his life, and this is just working more and more for this CT side. They don't have a kit, however, so they've got to move quickly. They've got to find these picks as soon as humanly possible. Push going to be coming in, all of them through ramp, but they will be heard by the man in Palace, and there's so many positions that they still have to check before they can get on this defusal. Lome going to go down. They are picking them apart. Tapped onto the bomb, but Spy Leader's doing this all alone. The problem is they still don't know where the remaining players are. It's only going to be down to 1. Gade, he just has to take this player off the bomb. If he can get this kill, the round is done. It doesn't matter what can be done by Dreamer, but Gade will take them all anyway. Triple headshot, wins the pistol for North. Now they go onto their T side. CTs will be forcing on everybody apart from Bubble. Only going to invest into a P250. T-side with UMPs mostly, which at range won't really be helping them too much, although they are going to be taking onto this A site, and once you clear the players out, there's so many aggressive angles that you can take, which just makes things so difficult to retake, especially without a kit. Matter, decent position. Can he find the shots? Yes, he can. Gets himself one. Rotation already in from Bubble. Actually, Spy Leader going to be able to get one for himself. CZ team. We'll see if Victor can do more with the 5.7. My personal weapon of choice. Bomb. Still just waiting. Not actually being planted as of yet. But waiting for the flash. Almost get taken down because of it. Victor 1-2, the 5.7 proud.
Bomb has been planted.
I'm going to use some extra utility just to hold these players back, not allow them any more pushing potential, but actually he still loses the battle. UMP will be picked up. Mertz actually gets a kill after his death. But it won't matter either way. A lot of players lost for this T side, but they only invested into UMPs. They keep the rifle going, which is the most important thing. Oh, really? Really, Imperial? What is this buy? What are you doing? See, I know that this is just going to be a level of bias that people probably won't be able to forgive, but when I see teams do something like this, I want them to lose. Like, I know that there's so many opportunities for them to win with these pistols, but I just hate these sort of buys. And Dreamer, he's actually going to get him from behind. Will he get anything done? No, he will not, but his teammate will be able to do a little bit. Will be Bubble with the scout to do some extra damage. Molotov's going to hold them out for now. Bomb yet to go down for the T's.
Bomb has been planted.
Try and push back in. Both playing together. Ready? Schmeder going to be able to get one, but both players are very low on HP. Schmeder going to be leading the charge. He's picked up a Mac 10, which against Lomi will be fatal. Just holding the angle. Smart stuff from him. Just playing where he has the advantage with that AK-47. We'll see one picked up by Bubble. Actually, we'll spot out one more player over towards short, and now just going to look to run away in this situation. I want to clarify why I don't like that, but I don't think it's particularly necessary. But the reason I don't like it is because there's no real benefit to it. They dropped 3 players, granted, in the previous round. But it wasn't going to reset the T's. It wasn't going to leave them in a position where they couldn't buy. They would still be forcing up anyway, and then if you lose that, you're screwed. You not only do that, but you then screw your own economy to a position where either you now have to force again, or you're sort of reset, and you're never going to get yourself to the best buy that they can. You're never going to have that sort of full buy unless you win one of these cheesy rounds. And if you don't, okay, say you do, great, and then you lose the next and you get reset anyway without building up any cash or momentum. Say you don't, all you're doing is waiting for the loss bonus to eventually give you a buy, and in the meantime, North Academy are just running away with it. Again, they're going to force buy. T-side, money isn't great, granted, but they still don't have particularly good weaponry. Utility is already at next to nothing. 1 flashbang on Spy Leader. That is it. 1 minute 10 on the clock. He's playing patiently. Now, the thing as well is, when you have no utility, normally you have to go for information plays. You need to go for a bit more of a gamble. You need to find something out. But they're not. They're playing passive. They know nothing at the moment. It's all going to come down to straight angels. And if anything, this is when North should be able to win the round. Because they have the AKs. I know that's such a rubbish piece of analysis, but it's actually the case in this situation. Push going to come out. Angle won't be checked properly, meaning they do get the first pick. Schmeder doing the damage. And here comes all that utility. Just going to be clearing angles. Spy Leader actually going to be able to get one, but again, it's traded back into a 3 versus 3. Hot flash will go out, but every single player at the moment for this CT side are going to be coming in. Actually, they're going to be doing the damage again. Mertz will trade one back, but it's Dreamer just doing the work with this AK all onto Mertz in a 2 versus 1. Going to be able to find the first, and up close is Victor. It's all going to come down to the mind games, and oh, it's close. It's very close. 1 HP is the difference, but North Academy will take the round. What? Imperial buying again. The money's low, so it's a little bit more understandable in this situation, but as said, they're not only forced buying, they're forcing themselves out of the game. Going for more aggression. This time, it doesn't even look like it's going to be close, unless somebody can make a big play. Already a 3 versus 5. Gonna have 2 players on the site itself, which could work out. Actually, Gage's just gone in alone, but it doesn't seem to matter. He's gonna pick them apart, find himself the first. He's walked past the second, but gives the information over towards his team. The rotation has been forced as now the bomb looks to make its way back over towards this A site. Nice shot already from Mertz. They can close this round down. Now, what's the decision here from the CT side? 4 players surviving in this round. There is no reason to force in this. And they are actually just going to half buy. So they've finally gone into a position where they go, okay, we actually need the money. But you've already lost 5 rounds in a row. You've given them a buffer. There's money starting to be built up as well. Imperial. I made jokes about this at the beginning of the game. That they used to force all the time. And it used to throw them out of matches. And it used to be one of the most infuriating things. And as you heard, I said used to be a lot in that sort of little transition. Instead, it still seems to be a reality. Push going to come in. Gade already going to find the first kill. A second player will do the same as both players on the A site now lose their lives. Mertz currently 29 and 10. Didn't play it particularly well in the last map of Cash. Playing sublime. First and this one. Glace. Looking to try and clear out this B site. Play games with the hearts of the CT side. As he pulls them back and forwards. Leaves them going towards this wrong site. Glace actually keeps running in and still gets the kill. What is that reaction shot? Dreamer doesn't know what hit him. Bubble. He's got himself a dig. Looking to try and do something here, but already you see the return of Glace to his family, his teammates. They're going to look after each other from here on out. The 14th round will be on the board for North Academy. And I want to point out, this means that in 6 rounds, it will take them to the 7th. Yes, you heard me correctly. The 7th round to get a full buy. How? 7 rounds. And here it is. Possibly the only full buy they will have in this game if they don't manage to capitalize on it. They're 7 rounds behind. Already they're going to lose their first man. They've taken control over towards this palace position, but already all of them will die. Maybe it doesn't matter if they have a full buy, as it seems they get crushed either way. T-side have done the job. They're going to go aggressive. Mertz, he's not happy with the kills he's got. It will be a trade back, maybe overextending a little bit here. They've got to be careful not to throw this one away. Now, well, I think the name of Bubbles' gun is very fitting. Ready Glace going to be looking to try and remove the remaining players. Actually, a missed shot as well. A-Core will take everybody down. Pause. Oh, they're doing everything that irritates me in this game. Oh, God. I feel like the Imperial have just taken every single thing that goes, hey, you know that Tombiz guy? What irritates him? Okay, number 1, force buying all the time. Number 2, let's take a pause right at the very end of the game. Not not anywhere in between these 7 rounds in a row. No. Let's not do it then. Let's do it here. Whew. See what they go for. Maybe some aggression, mid-control. Not going to be a good buy. Well, it may be good buy, but it's not going to be a buy that is good. North have been playing very well, it has to be said to them. They've had pretty much a buy of sorts coming up against them every single round in this half. They've beaten every single one. Some with quite a bit of contention, others not so much. Peace are going to be taking mid-control, splitting towards this sort of underpass position. Maybe expecting some sort of aggression, expecting some sort of change. But again, it's looked like they've opened up their Mirage strap book on the CT side, and it's blank. Pretty much a classic hold. They've taken some presence over towards this palace spot, which is something at least. But they still don't really have too much information. In the meantime, we're going to see this push coming out on towards B. They've got the split as well, but it's going to be Schmetter to start things off. Maybe they can start stringing things together. Gade will be able to get another place, looking for the kill over towards the bench, but can't quite connect the shots. It's actually slowed them down quite a bit. They're going to go rotating back with 40 seconds left to go. Now, they have this position of Gade, and that's why they've rotated, but they don't know about Mr. Sneaky Beaky Victor. I think if there's an idea, though, in Gade's head. He knows he hasn't cleared this spot. They've got to try and plant this in a position that means he can't deny the plant. 20 seconds left. You're going to go. That's a smart place to plant as well. Very clever stuff, but actually Bubble will be able to take the kill anyway, leaving them into a 3 versus 4. Best opportunity in this whole CT side we've seen from Imperial. Out goes the smoke. Glace in a decent position. Gade will be able to get one. Here the tap onto the bomb, but they're being cleaned up one by one, and the dunk will come in. Imperial finally managed to get themselves around. It's taken them a while to do it, but it will be in. Of course, though. There's money. There's lots and lots of money for the Danes to buy back. CT side will be able to pick up 3 AKs as well, so their buy is significantly improved. Every single player with a decent rifle as well. That's the first sort of force buy that's actually worked for them. Going to be pushing up middle, gets himself one, but it's quickly traded out. In the meantime, we're seeing the peek out, but Spy Leader will be able to get another. He's quickly traded as well. Lome very low on HP, so they do have to fall back. Mert's still waiting in this palace position. But be careful, because this is a decent spot being held from Schmetter. Will he actually be able to peek this angle without losing his life? Seems unlikely, especially considering Bubble should be very quick to be able to trade. Rest of the players will actually be rotating back around. Now, Schmetter has to be careful. He's actually pushing straight in. Spots out his opponent. Bubble now peeks the angle. But after seeing that position of Mertz, may give them a little bit of an inkling as where this push will come in. He's, however, going to try and create the illusion that they've rotated back around. Make their opponents over-rotate towards that B site. Not seeing anything too much. They may be tempted. Still a little bit of utility to be thrown in by the CT side, and the T's, with pretty much everything still in their hands, are going to leave it down to the 30-second mark. And in fact, they have actually had a rotation away from the site. It's only going to be Schmetter here. He's going to try and hold, waste some time, find something over towards his position. But actually, they haven't cleared it properly. He's going to be able to get one. Again, it's down to the 2 versus 2. Spray through the smoke. Very close, and actually Bubble will deny the plant. Molotov going to go down as well, as Glace now has the problem of trying to retrieve it, and it's just not going to be possible. He has to look to try and hold on to his weapon in this round. Just stay back. Nice work there from Bubble. Ooh, very close. Just gonna hold on. Bubble gets that first pick into middle as well. Already we'll lose Acorn. No AWP this time for the T's. Feel like they may be about to throw this one away. Shmeta's going to do magic work over towards the site himself. Finding 2 kills, leaving another low. Bomb should be able to go down over towards short. They have to get it down quickly. It leaves Glace in a decent position to defend it. He's going to try and hold onto Dreamer if he looks to go back through this spot. Gade actually going to get another in the meantime, evening it up into a 2 versus 2. It's all going to come down to this mid battle. So crucial. If Dreamer goes down, Victor has a much smaller chance. He's already been spotted. He will bring it back to the 1 versus 1, but the bomb is planted for Glace. Really going to go on a long rotation? This seems a little bit extreme. Actually going to be spotted over towards that mid position. Looking like we're just going to see the hold actually come out. Will he be able to stop the defuse? He's going to tap away, and North Academy will take this one. It's going to be the 2-1. Just about able to close that round out, but they will take that map in a fairly dominant fashion. The 4 spy spots being made from Imperial, throwing them out of the game, and it will be clutched out in the end by Glace. Either way, guys, I've got some chicken to eat. I'm sure you've got some food to have. We'll be back in roughly about 25 minutes or so to bring you our second match in Group B.